Just last week, I spoke for a few moments at a similar program all the way in Dallas, Texas. So what you're doing now is not just this beautiful group that's, I don't know what the numbers are, but they're very nice and they're very significant. But you're part of what seems to be a movement that's going on as far as Texas. It's certainly going on in Los Angeles. It's going around the world. So it's really something that should make us very proud to be part of something that's not just the group, not just this federation, but the federation all over the neighborhood, throughout the country and throughout the world. The truth of the matter is that I heard once the name of the Godel from the previous century. I actually found an indication to this in August that there's schar in the world, there's reward in the world for Talmud Torah, for the mitzvah of learning. And at times when there are less people learning, the people that do learn share in that pool of schar that was meant for the world. Which means that when we learn at times, when there are less people learning, like right after Shabbos, yeshivas are not necessarily all in session and people are busy with other things, the schar that we get may be much greater, the reward that we get may be much greater because we share in all of that reward that was supposed to be given to the world, we share in a greater portion of it. So it's a very, very important thing that you can do. That having been said, I'd like to ask you the following question. What if Eliyahu Hanovi would walk into this room right now, and identify himself, yeah, I'm Eliyahu Hanovi. And he says to us, he says to the young people, not to the parents, he says to the young people, guys, I need you to help me rebuild the Beis HaMikdash right now. Believe it or not, you people could do a very good job. I'm sure you could do a better job maybe than older people. And I need you to rebuild the Beis HaMikdash right now. Do you know what the proper answer would be? What would you answer him? What do you think you're supposed to be answering him? Yes? Yes, that's a good answer. That would be a very good answer. And I can understand where you're coming from because who wants to start up with Eliyahu Hanovi? You know, that's not exactly what I would want to do. Yes, what would you say?
No, because now we're going to stop learning.
Because you're going to stop it. Eliyahu Hanovi says he needs you to build a Beis HaMikdash. Do you know what the Beis HaMikdash can accomplish in the world? Do you know what a hashpo, what an influence it has over the entire world? This is the place where the whole world comes to pray. The whole world, Goyim and Jews alike. This is the place where the Shekhinah resides. Where also the Mikdash, the Pasuk says that what it means exactly, I don't know, but like the special place where the Shekhinah, where the presence of Hashem is to be found in a dimension, in a way like no place else in the world. And it's time to rebuild that Beis HaMikdash. And you're still going to say no to him? How do you know that that's the right answer? And where do you get the guts to say no to Eliyahu Hanovi? Wow, I guess from your father. Okay. So, what do you say? You know what the answer is? Chazal tell us the answer. Chazal tell us, Ein mevatlin. You have an answer? Ein mevatlin teinoika shel beis rabon afilu lebinyan beis hamikdash. We're not allowed to be mevatl. Young children under bar mitzvah. Everybody here, most of you here, I guess, are under bar mitzvah. Ein mevatlin teinoika shel beis rabon afilu lebinyan beis hamikdash. Even to rebuild the Beis HaMikdash, we cannot be mevatel your learning. That means if Eliyahu Hanovi will walk in the door and he will say, I need you guys right now to rebuild the Beis HaMikdash, and we'll quote him the Chazal, and he'll say, okay, I have to wait. You know what that means? That means that what you're doing has more influence, is more precious, is so great, that even to rebuild that Beis HaMikdash right now, we're not going to stop your learning. The learning ein ha'olam miskayim ela al hevel piyam shel tinoika shel beis rabon. The world exists are the learning that comes out of your mouths. So you should realize that what you're doing over here, every Motzei Shabbos, especially when you get so much extra schar for Talmud Torah, and bichlal, when you learn all week long in the yeshiva, what you're doing is you're holding up the world. Ad kedei kach, to such an extent that even if it came to rebuilding the Beis HaMikdash, we would have to say that's going to have to wait, because what we're doing is the most important thing in the world. Hashem should help that you should be zeicher to be able to continue learning, and to continue learning to many, many years, to be able to grow in Torah and in Midas and in Yerushalayim and in Avos Hashem, and that your parents should be able to be zeicher to continue learning with you and to have nachas from you, and that time should come. Not when you guys are learning, but that time should come when Eliyahu Hanavi comes and announces himself and says it's time to rebuild the Beis HaMikdash.
Amen.